Good evening and welcome. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Erin.
And you're here with KR6P. We're here tonight with some exciting news for you. But first, some tips on your 1980s fashion.
Well, today's fashion, as most have probably seen, is very bright and colorful. Many people are using their clothing to express their personality and even how they are feeling. Teens are adding a lot of creativity and bringing in their own style. The new introduction of MTV has definitely revolutionized fashion and made it more mainstream. Many of these styles, such as leggings and oversized sweaters, will probably stick around and even come back later on in the future. Some other trends that may not stick around for very long, but are now in, are parachute pants, stirrup pants, and shoulder pads.
Why shoulder pads?
Actually, people are associating shoulder pads with women's liberation and the assertion of power women are gaining in the workroom.
Don't celebrities have a huge influence on people's fashion choices?
Yeah, people like Coco Chanel have really changed fashion and made it more modern. Other celebrities such as Elton John have been known for their frankly bizarre taste in fashion when performing or appearing in front of an audience. And some people, celebrities or not, are just good at influencing people and really making their own fashion trends with the things they have around the house. Hair is also a huge must in the fashion industry. Your hair can make or break your outfit. Big hair is the in thing right now. Some might say bigger is better, and if it doesn't size up, then go home.
Alright, well thanks for that fashion insight. Our next story will hopefully help you with birthday or Christmas shopping. That's right, all the latest and greatest toys your kids will be begging you for right after the break.
I wanna hold your hand. All the lonely people, where do they all come from? All you need is love. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Come together right now over me. Let it be, let it be, let it be. And she's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care.
Hey, we're back, and we're here with our guest, Katie Hayes. Katie, fill us in.
Thanks for having me. Well, just in time for toy shopping, we have the top 10 toys for kids right here for you. Some of these you might recognize because many toys from the 70s are returning to the 80s for a comeback. Number 10 on the list are Tonka trucks. They are perfect for any boy, whether they like to just roll them around or throw them till they're in many pieces. Number 9 is Stretch Armstrong. He can stretch to 4 times his size and then return to normal with no problems. Number 8 is Rebound. This indoor version of a well-known game of shuffleboard, only turned into a board game. Number 7 is also a board game where players attempt to beat other players at getting their mouse all the way around the board while trying not to get caught by a mouse trap. This game's called Mousetrap.
Ooh, board games are great for those cold winter snow days.
Right? Moving on to number 6 is Mastermind, a perfect game for amazing guessers. Number 5 is Legos. Children can use their imagination to create anything they want with these different sized little colorful blocks. This toy will keep the kids occupied for hours.
Oh, yeah.
Our next toy ranking in at number 4 is the Evel Knievel toys, perfect for those kids who think they're the best daredevils in the whole entire world. Number 3 is the Etch-a-Sketch with new hot pink and cool blue frames, perfect for that stocking gift. Number 2 on the list is Crayola crayons with brighter colors that kids can color with forever. And number 1 on the list is Barbie, every girl's dream toy. This doll is small, portable, and sure to become your daughter's best friend. There you have it, the 70 top toys with still popular today.
Thanks, Katie. Well, hopefully that was helpful for your next birthday or Christmas shopping spree.
And now, let's get down to business. What is the story behind the CIA? Field reporter Marianne Fortman is coming to you live from the CIA department to explain. Marianne?
Hi, I'm Marianne Fortman, reporter on the CIA. Thank you, Jordan. So the CIA was created during the Cold War to keep tabs on the government and the other governments. And General Donovan was the one that came up with the idea to start the CIA. And he sat down with the President, Admiral William D. Lethe, and they came up with the final plans for the CIA. And after that, the Congress passed the bill, and then the President signed it, and that's when the CIA became that. And soon after that, the President gave the CIA $46 million to build their headquarters in Virginia. And soon after that, after the CIA had got started, they started helping the Cubans with the Bay of Pigs. And soon after they started helping the Cubans, they found out that the missiles were pointed at us by the Cubans and the Soviets. And then we decided so we stopped helping Cuba after that. And soon after, like 50 years after the CIA was started, they sent 5 people to go investigate who the moles were in the company. then they found his name was Aldril Rich, and he was caught for a sponge, and he was not following the rules of the CIA. He was arrested, and soon after that they started up going again. And we should be thankful for the CIA because they help us and keep the government in control.
Thanks, Marianne.
Well, I guess we really do need to be grateful for the CIA.
I guess so. Okay, well, we will see you right back here to learn about the tragic accident from earlier this year and more about how it got started.
What happened to the Coke?
Haven't seen it! It's not what it looks like.
Seriously?
Alright, we're back with Jordan and Aaron. Now let's talk about national news. Earlier this year in 1986, NASA's attempt to send the first school teacher into space ended very tragically.
That's right, it did. All the people on that mission unfortunately died in the explosion during takeoff. But I'm here to talk about the very beginning. 17 years ago, America did what was once thought impossible. We placed living human beings on the moon. NASA's Apollo 11 succeeded in traveling the approximate 485,000 miles to the moon and back. On July 16, 1969, at 9:32 a.m., Commander Neil A. Armstrong, Command Module Pilot Michael Collins, and Lunar Module Pilot Buzz Aldrin launched from Kennedy Space Center Launch Complex in Florida. From there, these three men would make the 8-day journey out to space and back. Apollo 11 officially landed on the moon on July 20th, and man's first step on the moon was at 10:56 p.m. Shortly after landing on the moon, Armstrong and his crew placed an American flag in the moon dirt. The battle out to space was not only getting there, but fighting the harsh environment. The lack of gravity and oxygen made daily life more taxing. The three astronauts had to wear special spacesuits and stay in airtight rooms to conserve what little oxygen they were able to take with them. Before the mission, all three men had to go through demanding physical training and space simulator tests. But now, as Neil Armstrong quoted, "This is a giant leap for science and for mankind."
Yes, it is good to remember the high moments in American history.
That it is.
So moving on, do you remember that Highway Act of 1956?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that has been in place for 30 years now. And for those who don't know or don't remember, the Interstate Highway Act of 1956 was a plan to build a lot of highways. This plan cost the country about $27 billion and added 42,000 miles of road. The act was signed on June 29, 1956 by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. The act created so many more roads that it actually made the purchases of cars rate shoot through the roof. Families and couples began traveling way more than ever before. So many automobile and oil industries grew greatly on the account of this act. There were some setbacks though too. The railroad industry fell hard. With everyone purchasing and traveling by cars, there was no need for a railroad. Another downfall of the act was the pollution to air. Because so many people were driving cars, the exhaust from all of the cars began to pollute the air. Eisenhower's intentions were to eliminate unsafe roads, insufficient routes, traffic jams, and other things that slowed down traveling. The law actually declared that the construction of these highways was an essential need for American citizens. The act eliminated the debate over whether state, city, or national government should pay for high maintenance and construction. Although there were some negatives that we might have to deal with, I feel as though this act was an overall positive act for America.
I would have to agree. Well, that's all we have for you. Thank you, though, for watching, and have a good evening, everyone. I'm Jordan.
And this is Aaron.
See you later on KR6P.